Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. On the move. Can he make it? Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He'll stroll into the end zone. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Defense is coming after him. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Now that's how you get a playoff game started for a defense. You come up with a huge sack like that. Get this offense behind the sticks.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And he's got it for a huge gain. Brought down at the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
A quick throw out left, complete. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, it's Brown. Going to try to use his legs here. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a fourth down play. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Oh, that one's picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Backed up with the one, he's going to throw it. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
So after 2 empty downs, it's third and long from their own 1. Will the defense come after him this time? From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pressure is coming. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform. You think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set to some of those greats.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Ball is free in the backfield. The defense recovers the fumble.
When the snow's coming down like this, the ball carrier has got to do a better on to that football. His instincts as a runner try to get those big yards, but as you see, if you don't take care of the ball, chances are it's going to slip out of your hands for a turnover.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. They're going to run it. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the game will pick up the first down. Tackled at the 22.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's an option look. He'll pitch it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play in that corner.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He drops back in the gun. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's when they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker, he's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job at taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He fires this throw, and is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow, puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. He's looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. 1st down now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll raise 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He bought some time, now lets it go. And that one's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? At the 30 now. Past the 10. Touchdown, Irish. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Using his legs on the scramble. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
He's brought down out at the 46. So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, third down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the first down. Unbelievable call.
Now it's second down here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Back in motion now. To throw, it's Brown. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Buckeyes looking to cash in the red zone. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sideline. It's Thurman. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
He shreds the tackle. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And you stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He's got it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20. Trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first half play. The secondary backed up off the ball now. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown on that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 92, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. A gain moves the ball out near the 25.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Handoff running right. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And tackled there by the defense.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point try coming now. knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that's his 3rd interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal, and now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Defense is coming after him. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the return starts from inside the 20. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And here's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
On the ground, it's Love. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. And now the running back's got it again. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Well, just a great job by this defense flying to the football and creating this turnover. The snow right now is a problem for this offense. You can see they're almost being too conservative and taking few chances, which allows this defense to play much more aggressively.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He's escaping the pocket now. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got him.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he fields it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. Using his legs here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. He's up 2nd down.
When I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to him about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face and affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught behind the line. It's low. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. The DB's backing off from the line now. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Bringing pressure. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And they get him down after the completion. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. This crowd looking for a big 4th down stop. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the offense just takes a knee here.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance.